Okay, so this is going to be a little update on where I'm at and what I'm doing. I'm reading this out of my journal, my, now I forget Book of Shadows, as it were. I guess it's the calling the craft, but technically, Book of Shadows, your journal, essentially the same idea. But yeah, where I'm at and what's going on in my life, because I'm about to go through some big changes, and I thought that there was some of this that might be useful to somebody. As you can see, most of my stuff I've already sent off, and I'll get to what's going on in a minute. So I'm going to have my screen on this just for the sake of my little buddy here while I read to you what's going on. So, okay, now I'm just going to dry read this. Well, it's been 2 months, or too long. A lot has happened. I've spent all of October and November packing and mailing my favorite belongings to my friend Zoe for safekeeping. Amelia now has her own trailer as of October-ish. I'm giving her all the furniture I can fit and things that are mementos of us. That being said, I plan to have the rest of the furniture and bed at her place by the 14th of this month. On the 21st, I plan to have this place cleaned up as possible, and I hope to use the $300 to invest in a few months ahead on my cell phone bill. So the big question, where do I go? Last week, on my birthday, I did a ritual to meditate with Azazel. Essentially, I was told I'm asking the wrong question. Now that you have removed the obstacles, one should ask, what is it you want to do? Once you know what you want to do, where you go should come natural. Man, this was a tough truth. After many years of being told what I could and couldn't do, I did not know what I wanted. It wasn't till today, a week later, that I came up with at least a start to that question. While paying the landlord this month's rent and discussing my plans for this month, or at least while I was packing Satan's altar waiting for him, the one I kept in the living room, the idea came to me. Why not work full-time, or at least part-time, at 2 different places, depending. But why not work full-time as an employee at a college and save up money to get an art degree? I haven't decided where yet, other than somewhere warm during the winter. In the words of my friend, if you must chance being homeless, stay somewhere where being outside isn't a death sentence. And that makes sense. I can't argue with that. So, I have $2,000 saved up, mostly for traveling and, hopefully first month's rent wherever I land. I have 2 hurdles to figure out. What do I do with Jasmine, and what state/college should I move to? Like, college near, and what state? Best I got is either LA or Florida. Now, I'm being told LA is like stupid expensive, so I'm not really sure yet. Since no one wants a 3-year-old pit bull, and I understand why. If you adopt or buy a dog, in this case, I'm not even trying to sell or just put up for adoption, but if you try to adopt a dog and you don't know the dog's history, you don't know the owner, you don't know what kind of person they were, you're taking some risks. And I understand that as a stranger looking to adopt, no, they don't want a 3-year-old dog, even if it wasn't a pit bull. So, it's hard to find someone of such a low percentage to do that. And I just don't have the heart to put her down. I guess I'm going to try hitchhiking, even though, even without COVID, this would be dangerous. I don't like it. I don't like the idea. I just know it's also hard to find it, mainstream transportation that would accept dogs. So yeah. There we go. I feel like I have no choice but to rely on the kindness of strangers. I've told Amelia and Zoe for over a year, I trust a stranger over my family any day. At least with a stranger, there's a chance I won't be taken advantage of. I guess I really meant it. So, that's all I really wanted to share and kind of document, I guess, in case anything does happen. Where I'm at and where I'm going in my life, and I'll make sure to update. This isn't exactly a video I had planned, but I thought it was important enough to put out there, mostly for the sake of if anybody else is going through a rough time. Sometimes you have to step back and think, what do you want out of life? And then based on what you want out of life, determines what direction you should go. Sometimes it can be really difficult, to decide what path is to take if you don't know what you personally want. Alright, I'm going to leave it there, and I hope this helps somebody else out as well.